Aloha and Like Flynn viewers. Today I want to talk a little bit about meeting celebrities when you are working at a Disney park. There's actually an entire dedicated time of your training talking about meeting celebrities, because as we know, there's a lot of celebrities that come through the parks. It is not uncommon, but I will tell you a little bit more about that and some of the celebrities that I encountered during my time at Disney MGM Studios. Stay tuned. Welcome to the In Like Flynn's channel, where we talk everything Disney, from the good to the bad, the rants to the raves. If you are a cast member at one of the Disney parks, it is likely that you are going to meet a celebrity in your time working. Now, whether you are in attractions or dining or at resorts, likely you're going to see a celebrity come through at some point because the parks are very much appealing to celebrities. They get to hire tour guides that'll take them through the park, take them to the front of the lines, kind of keep them separated from the crowds a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty cool when you do encounter a celebrity. Now, there's an entire section of our training that goes over our interactions with celebrities. And I think that's rightfully so, because a lot of people, especially in today's day and age, that have cell phones available to them, can really ruin a celebrity's time at the park, because they're there to spend time with their families and kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of their normal life. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the celebrity encounters that I had when I worked at Disney parks, and then also a little bit about the training. So first and foremost, when you are going through your training as a cast member, like I said, there is probably about a good half hour to an hour's worth of training that goes into your celebrity encounters. Now, first and foremost, as a cast member, you are not allowed to directly engage a celebrity on purpose. You would have to treat them like any other guest. I think that's very reasonable. You cannot specifically single out a celebrity and go up to them and have an interaction with them, ask for an autograph. I'll tell you what, if you were to ask for an autograph or a photo with a celebrity or anyone of predominance, you would pretty much be subject to termination by the company. Now, that was what was gone over in the training, and I do think they probably would have stuck to that. Now, I never obviously did that because I didn't get fired. I left on good terms. But yeah, if a cast member went up and asked a celebrity for a selfie or asked them for some sort of an autograph, then yeah, that would be terms for termination from Disney parks. Now, if the celebrity were to come up and engage the cast member, that's an entirely different story. If the celebrity comes up to you, talks to you, wants information about the attraction, then of course you go above and beyond to help that certain celebrity out or person of predominance. If you see someone coming through in a plaid vest, then you know that's someone that you definitely want to treat with respect if they engage you as a cast member. And by all means, make sure that you are prepared to have that interaction if they are coming up to you, because you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to embarrass your attraction or your particular location. And if you are a cast member now, just realize that celebrities are human beings. They are just like you and me, who just are a little more famous and have a cool job. And yeah, that whole part of the training, I think, it was very straightforward, and it's just respectful, honestly. Like, it's totally just respectful to treat people like human beings, whether they're in a cool job or whether in a not so cool job. I actually think it'd be cooler to talk to people that are in jobs that aren't as popular, and I would like to know more about what they do, but that's just me. So anyway, a couple about the celebrities that I met during my time at Disney MGM Studios. Now, unfortunately, I worked the Disney MGM Studios backlot tour. Not that many celebrities came through to ride the backlot tour, because actors and actresses, they spend their entire day on a backlot. They don't really want to go to a theme park and see kind of like a very watered down version of a backlot, because let's be real, the backlot on the backlot studios, it was a working backlot. There was editing bays, there was productions going on, so I don't want to diminish that. But compared to a major Hollywood studio, our backlot was not so great. It was sort of like bargain basement, and a lot of it was built specifically for a ride attraction. So we didn't see many celebrities that would come through. The the most predominant person that I saw during my time was Michael Eisner. He came through. I got to actually ride or drive the tram for one of his tours when he came through. I'm not sure why he came through. You are given advance warning as a cast member that there is a celebrity coming through. If the plaid or the guest relations person knows that there's a specific destination, usually you would be given a heads up. So we were given a heads up that Michael Eisner might be stopping by, and of course he did. And I got to drive for him, which was pretty cool. I didn't get to meet him or anything. I would be super nervous because he was one of my Disney heroes. But yeah, you kind of given a little bit of a heads up when something like that is happening, especially like someone high up in the park, like a Michael Eisner. Now, I did encounter a number of celebrities, though, due to the additional work that I did, because I was a TV and film major in school. So I was asked if I would be interested in doing some sort of like production assistant work in my time at the parks. I'm not sure if they still do that. I hope they do, because it was a really great experience. But since there were actual working productions going on at MGM Studios at the time, we were given the opportunity to work with different productions that came through, and I was able to meet some celebrities in that arena. So one of the first things I did that was there in 2001 was a Aaron Carter, Samantha Moomba concert. We actually had another time, we actually had about an hour's worth of training before the event on, again, how to deal with Aaron Carter, his team, Samantha Moomba, her team, our direct assigned roles. Now for that, I did backstage security. I was in charge of keeping the guests, making sure like no guests were sneaking, into the backstage areas over at the back lot. They filmed that on the New York streets, or Streets of America, however you remember it. And that was a pretty cool time. That was a pretty cool experience. I also met Drew Carey. He came through when he was doing something with Sounds Dangerous. If you remember that, he used to have that attraction in MGM Studios. He came through in 2001. I got to meet him there. And then I also strangely bumped into him at the, oh my gosh, Pleasure Island. We used to get into Pleasure Island for free on Monday nights as cast members. And we found him at a bar at the Rock and Roll Beach Club, which was pretty cool. But again, I didn't want to get fired, so did not directly engage. And some of the other productions that came through, I got to meet Regis Philbin when they came through to open up the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire attraction at the studios. That was pretty cool. We also had the Rosie O'Donnell show come through. We had Good Morning America come through. So I got to meet some of the production people on those productions as well, and do some PA work. And it was exciting. It was an exciting time to work at the studio, since it was being used as a studio, a working studio. Now, in my time just as a guest of the park, I've run into a number of other celebrities as well. I probably ran into like more A and B list celebrities in my time with being a guest. So one of the things that's funny, if you ever remember the show, it was the show with Corky. It was back in, I think, like the early 90s, maybe late 80s. The father, he dined with us over at the teppanyaki room in Japan. That was kind of cool. Then we also met Moesha in the parks. And our last trip in 2023 over to Universal, it was actually kind of interesting. We met, what's his face? He was married to, Nick Lachey. Nick Lachey, yeah. He actually followed us around, which was not on purpose. It was a kind of a joke. But for 3 attractions, we got followed around by Nick Lachey and his wife. I guess they do like a dating thing now or something for some show. We used to watch him back when he had the show with Jessica Simpson. And we didn't meet him, but he was like very close to us in line and stuff in E.T. and then Rock and Roller Coaster, or not Rock and Roller Coaster, to Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. I apologize. Sorry about that, folks. And yeah, we also met a bunch of people from like Real World, Road Rules. We met, actually it was funny. So my wife and I, we attended the taping of one of the Christmas Day parades, which, if you know, they film in early December, very early December, sometimes even late November, depending on the timing. But we were in Magic Kingdom for one of the tapings, and that was the year High School Musical was released. Now, I wasn't a fan of High School Musical at first. I didn't know much about it. and the entire cast of High School Musical came through and was kind of like right next to me where I was positioned, and like greeting the crowd and everything. And I got to meet Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, but I really wasn't that impressed at the time because I was not a fan of High School Musical. Now it turns out, like probably about a year later, I finally watched High School Musical and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. And that was like mind blowing. I was like, hey, I have a experience with the High School Musical cast, even though I really wasn't a huge fan at that point. So anyway, I could keep going on. There was other people that I've met, but overall, that's what it is like to be a cast member and have those interactions with A-list celebrities. Now, if you are in attractions for some of the other like really big name attractions, you're gonna see a lot more celebrities come through. Like I said, me at the back lot, a lot of celebrities didn't go to a backlot tour. They work on a backlot every day. Okay, well anyway, thank you for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video and just a little peek behind the curtain. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs button, shoot me a subscribe. I'll have lots of further videos on my time as a cast member. I'll have more videos about Disney World and some of the happenings around Disney World. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've had any celebrity encounters. I'd love to hear about them. That would be really cool. And until next time, everyone, aloha. Peace out.